energy, so not everyone has the same type of personality, so this is just one way to do a show, so. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Well, I would like to thank you guys all for coming tonight, and I would like to give an extra special thank you to Donna as our lovely host tonight. Now, do you guys all love and appreciate Donna? Woo! Good. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is start off our party by giving her a little gift. I brought along our Season's Best Cookbook, and what we're going to do is we're going to pass it around the room, and we're going to treat it like a yearbook, and everybody can just jot a little note of appreciation, and that way she'll have a nice special remembrance of our party, and have a nice little gift to begin our show. And what I'm going to also, so here we'll start passing the cookbook around going this way. And now if everybody could just take a moment, and we're going to go around the room real quick, and if everybody can state your name and then share what you would answer this question. What would you do with an extra $500 if you made that every month? So I'll start first, and we're going to go this way. My name's Julie, and if I had an extra $500 a month, I would save that money to go on another vacation to the Caribbean. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Lauren. If I had an extra $500 a month, I think I would try to pay my car off.
Okay, great.
My name's Anat, and if I had an extra $500, I would put it towards my bills.
My name is Shannon, and an extra $500 a month would mean more shoes.
Well, thanks everybody for sharing. And at my shows, I have 3 simple rules. Is everybody okay with having fun here today?
Yeah.
All right, well that's our number 1 rule. We must have fun. Now, Donna, who do you think is the most excited person in this room right now?
I'd have to say Shannon.
All right, Shannon, you've just been nominated to be our cheerleader. So Shannon, your job is to make sure we're all having a fun time, and if you hear me sharing a good cooking tip or a yummy recipe, just give us a little cheer and make sure we're having fun. Okay? Awesome. Okay. Now, the second rule of my show is you can't say anything negative about anyone or anything. We all have busy lives, and if we're going to be out on a beautiful Friday evening, we want to make sure we're having a fun time and also having a positive experience. So, I think I'm going to have Natalie be our show sheriff, okay? Natalie, it's going to be your job. If you hear anyone being negative, I want you to squirt them right in the face. Okay, and then the third rule of my show is you must listen to my commercials. I do 2 commercials at the end of the party, and just like the Super Bowl, commercials are the best part of the show, so you don't want to miss them. Now, my first experience with Pampered Chef was a little over 15 years ago when my next door neighbor invited me to come to her party, and I loved learning the recipe, and I fell in love with over half of the products in the catalog. And back then I was fresh out of college and didn't have a lot of money, so I decided to host my own party so I could get products for free. Well, I've been hosting show after show, year after year, just to see all the new items they come out with and to continue to get free products. And almost 5 years ago was when I hosted my last party, and that's when I met Jean, who's my director. And she presented such a fun and enthusiastic show. She had us all cooking together like we're going to be doing here tonight. The one thing that really captured my attention about Jean's party is that she shared with us her highest commission check in 1 month. And she had made over $3,000 in 1 month. And I'll be honest with you, that really captured my attention. Because back then I had 2 dogs who were very sick, and I had incurred over $4,600 in vet bills, and I was trying to save to purchase my own home. So that night after my show, I was laying in bed and I was thinking about the business opportunity, and I thought, I don't know if I can do this because I really hate doing dishes. I mean, hate doing dishes. Now, Natalie, that's negative. You should be squirting it. Oh, you missed. It's not squirting. All right, let's do it. I forgot to fill it up with water.
That was on purpose.
Anyways, so I called Jean the next day and I expressed my concern about dishes, and she said, oh, it's really easy. All you do is bring along a plastic tote like I have here, and since the majority of our products are dishwasher safe, I just take them home, load them into my bag, and then load them into my dishwasher, and they're clean and ready to pack into my bag the next day. So I thought, why don't I at least give this business a try and see how I like it? And now here I am, 5 years later, my 310th show later, and let me tell you, I am truly loving this. So let me tell you about our fun theme. Wait, aren't you going to cheer for that? Yay! All right, so let me tell you about our fun theme show that we're doing here tonight. It's called Dinner in a Dash. And we are going to be making a quick and easy recipe that's not only budget friendly, but we can make it in less than 30 minutes. Now, how many of you have ever come home from work, maybe at the end of the day, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and you open up the refrigerator and you hope that your dinner is just going to miraculously jump out, right? We've all been there, right? Well, what if I told you that Pampered Chef has awesome products that can help you get these meals onto your dinner or onto your table in less than 30 minutes? Would it be something that you're interested in?
Yeah.
Well, let me introduce you to one of my absolute favorite products. This is what I like to call the Magic Pot. Can you imagine roasting a whole chicken in 30 minutes and it is fall off the bone, juicy and delicious? Or maybe meatloaf in 20 minutes. That is the best meatloaf you will ever taste in your life. Barbecue ribs in 20 minutes. You can do chicken breast like we're doing here tonight in 14 minutes. And you can even make a molten lava cake, which is ooey gooey delicious in only 9 minutes. Now, the one thing that I love about this and how you can make all these recipes so easy is that it is part of our stoneware collection. This is our deep covered baker, also known as the Magic Pot. And now, how many here have stoneware as one of the things that you've written on your name tag as your favorite product? Maybe share with me what piece that you have, and let me just turn here and open up the catalog and you can maybe show me what piece you have here. How many pieces on this page?
I have where is it? Oh, the bar pan right over here.
The large bar pan. What do you like to make on that?
Well, what don't I make on it? It just sits on my stove and it never comes off. I make, I roast vegetables on there. I make chicken breast on there. Can make brownies on there. I mostly roast vegetables, I have to say, I have to admit.
Great.
But yeah, meatballs, all of that.
Okay, great. Thanks for sharing. Now, I usually recommend, if anyone hasn't had a stone yet, I usually recommend having 3 different types of stones in your kitchen as a great starter for our collection. I usually recommend having a flat stone that you can make cookies, biscuits, pizzas. I like to recommend having a family stone, which would be perfect like our Magic Pot here, or maybe our rectangular baker, which would serve a larger crowd. And then I like to recommend a fun stone. Now, our fun stone would be maybe a stone like our mini loaf pan or even our fluted pan. And I love this fluted pan because can you think of what you could make in that? Be a guest, please.
Chicken.
A cake, yeah, everybody says a cake, right? Now, if you think outside the box, you're going to use the stone so much more than just cakes, because every stone is just a shape and a size, and you can do anything that you can imagine in there. Imagine roasting a vertically roasted chicken on there. It's perfect for that. Or can you imagine making a meatloaf in there, and then when you dump it upside down, you can make like a mashed potato volcano in the center, and your kids will love it, or a little green bean explosion coming from the center there. Or you can even make a restaurant-style potatoes. You know how they make those baked potatoes in restaurants? They taste so good, right? Well, you can make your own restaurant-style baked potatoes at home by using our fluted pan because it does go in the microwave. So you just lightly brush those potatoes with oil, sprinkle them with some salt, just pop them in your microwave for 16 minutes and you've got those awesome restaurant-style baked potatoes.
Wahoo!
Yeah, you can even make stuffed peppers in here. So there's lots of different things that you can use for our stoneware collection, and this is definitely one of our most popular collections. All right, so we're going to be baking our recipe today here in the baker, and we're also going to be doing a little secondary recipe here in our saute pan. And Donna, do you have 2 ice cubes that I could borrow? Actually, not borrow, I want to have them. Okay, we're going to take 1 ice cube and put it in our saute, and 1 in our prep bowl here. Okay, and so we're going to just have you guys watch these. So you can see as that ice cube has hit the bottom of this pan, it's already starting to melt. All right, so by the time I'm done talking about this cookware, you're going to see that that ice cube is going to be completely melted. Now, our cookware, we have types of cookware for all kinds of chefs. We have our stainless steel line, as well as our non-stick line. Now, how many people here love stainless steel cookware? And how many people love non-stick? Anyone here like both? Yes. Both is actually the right answer because you're going to get certain results when you use stainless steel versus non-stick. So let's talk about stainless first. Please note that our cookware is the latest in cookware technology. We have pieces as well as sets. And our stainless steel cookware is the only kind of cookware that is safe for the dishwasher. And you know how I feel about dishes, so let's have a cheer for dishwasher safe cookware.
Yay!
Alright, so our stainless steel line is also broiler safe. So you can take the whole pan from the stove to the broiler, and I love that. We have this cookbook that's called 29 Minutes to Dinner, and there's a great recipe in there that's called artichoke chicken with roasted potatoes. And what you do is you pan fry the chicken on the stovetop, top it with this cheesy artichoke mixture, and then you take the whole pan and put it underneath the broiler, and it gets all golden brown and bubbly. It's a great cookbook. I love it because we've got Rachel Ray beat by a minute. We got 29 minutes. All right, so that's our stainless line then, and we also have a set of a non-stick, and this is my favorite line of cookware as well. Both sets of our cookware do have a lifetime guarantee, as I said earlier, and they come in sets as well as open stock pieces. Now, if you see, back to our ice cube demo here, that this ice cube is almost completely melted compared to this one that's at the same temperature, room temperature, barely melted at all. And the reason for that is because it's made out of aluminum, and aluminum is such a great conductor of heat or cold in this example. And so think about having this big stock pot. You're going to feel the side walls of that pot are going to be the same temperature as the bottom as the top. So it helps to boil your water faster. It helps to cook your food very evenly, and it's a really great, the latest in cookware technology. And another one of the benefits to our cookware is, has anyone ever had to soak a pot overnight in your sink? I mean, we all have, right? You are never, ever going to have to soak your nonstick cookware in the sink again, because you could literally burn a piece of cheese or burn rice on the bottom of that. Have you ever burned rice in a pan? Ugh, it's so difficult to clean. With this, you could just wipe it out with a paper towel. It's that easy to clean. And I love that our nonstick coating is on the inside as well as the outside, so cleanup is a breeze. And our cookware is actually oven safe as well, so you could put it in the oven up to 400 degrees. Now, another couple of my favorite pieces is the square grill pan and press. And this is such an easy way. Does anyone love the taste of outdoor grilling? But yet maybe you don't like to have to cook outside when it's either too hot or too cold. Well, using our grill pan, it's an indoor grill pan, and it's so easy. You pretty much just grab a meat, grab one of our rubs that I've got out here, and your dinner is done in a dash. So that's part of our theme show here today, and we're going to show you how to use that grill pan and press and get your meals quick on the table. Another one of my big favorites is the 12-inch skillet. You can scramble up to 24 eggs in there. You can fry bacon. You can make the hugest batch of spaghetti sauce, hamburger helper, you name it. You can even make a skillet cake in the 12-inch skillet because, as I said, it's oven safe to 400 degrees. Now, let me ask you this. How many of you have ever had a spouse or a significant other go out and spend more than $200 on a power tool?
Yeah.
And what do they say when you ask them about it?
I have to have it.
They need it, right? And how many times do they use it?
Once.
Maybe once a year, maybe twice a year. Yet why do we hesitate to spend money on quality tools for our kitchen that are not only going to give us so much easier in preparation, but yet will also save us so much time on cleanup? Just like to tell you that as I'm talking about our cookware. And I do find that a lot of my customers spend $100 or more at my show. So while I'm talking about the cookware, I like to remind you what the $100 special is here today, because I want to reward you if you are spending more than $100. And if you spend $100 here today, I'll let you get this 8-inch saute pan or that big 12-inch skillet at a 40% discount here today. So think about that. This would be the last pan that you would ever have to buy of this size, and it would only end up costing you $28 plus tax. So that's like getting lifetime guaranteed cookware for Walmart prices. So that's the $100 special today. All right, now I'm going to move to my ending. Well, we are done with our recipe demo. So right here before we start to eat, guess what time it is, everybody? It's commercial time. All right. Lori, do you have a question for me?
Yes. What do I receive for scheduling a fun night out with my friends?
Great question. Thanks for asking. You all work hard and deserve a break. Imagine having a fun gathering with all of your friends and having me come over and do the cooking. And at the end of the night, voila, you get to take advantage of our generous host rewards program. Our hosts get free products based on their level of sales. My average host gets anywhere from $90 to $140 worth of free products, and my highest host so far in 2012 has gotten $565 worth of free products. Woo! A hospitality bonus for opening up your home and providing the ingredients for the show. You get half-price products, additional unlimited discounts, and free shipping on your order. And every month we have a special monthly host bonus. So Donna's really lucky to be having a show in March because she's going to get 60% off of a piece of our cookware or even a set of cookware. Now Donna's also looking for some booking buddies because anyone that books a party off of hers and has it with me in the next 6 months, she's going to be able to get the monthly host bonus in the month you do your show. So let's say Claire decides she wants to have a party in April. That means Donna gets to go to her party and get 60% off Bamboo.
Ooh, Claire.
Or let's say Raquel decides she's going to do a show in May, then Donna will get to come to Raquel's party and get 60% off the May special. Now, did you guys know that Donna has a PhD? She does. She has a past host discount where she's going to get a 10% discount for the next year. And then you remember that special coupon that I gave her at the beginning? If she decided to start off her business as a Pampered Chef consultant like a lot of our hosts do, she could get her kit at a discount. And then the best thing is me as your Pampered Chef consultant. And like I said, if you give me your email address, I'm going to send you a ton of free recipes, and you can see the specials on my website. So everybody close your eyes with me. And I know you've seen a lot of really, really cool products here tonight. So can you imagine getting everything on your wish list and not paying full price for a single thing? Now, don't you deserve to do something special for yourself today? And cut. That's the end of our first commercial. All right, and then maybe I would just talk about one or two other things before I say, and now it's time for our second commercial.
Yay!
Yay! Jane, do you have a question for me?
I sure do. Why do you love your job, Julie?
Great question. Thanks for asking. I love my job because of the flexibility. I do work a full-time job during the day. I'm a health insurance broker, and I also teach spinning, which is indoor cycling classes at 2 different gyms, and I love the fact that my Pampered Chef business is so flexible, it fits into my 100% busy lifestyle. I can do as many shows a month as I want. It's all up to me because I'm my own boss, and I love being able to set my own schedule. Now, the second reason why I love my job is because of the fun factor. Because every time I get to go to work, I get to go to a party and eat and drink with people, and I have someone cheering for me. Yay! Thanks. How many of you have someone cheering for you at your job? Now, the last reason why I love my job is because of the rewards. I shared with you that I started this business almost 5 years ago, and my very first check was $640, and I did 4 cooking shows in my very first month. Not bad for my first month of business, right? Remember at the beginning when I asked you what you would do with an extra $500 each month? You could actually make that in your very first month, just like I did. Woo! Now, before I read to you my highest check, let me share with you some of the fabulous free vacations that I've earned with Pampered Chef. 3 years ago, I got my choice of going to Paris, France, or Riviera Maya, Mexico, and I chose to go on the Mexico trip, and it was the most unbelievable vacation of my life. It was all-inclusive, amazing. And then 2 years ago, I got to take 3 other people with me to Walt Disney World in Florida. And the coolest thing about the Disney trip was they had exclusive hours at Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios just for Pampered Chef people. Can you imagine going on all the rides with no lineups? It was awesome. And in 34 days, I will be sailing on the Caribbean cruise to the Bahamas, so I'm really excited about that. Now, I'm working really hard this year to go on a trip to either Las Vegas or Los Cabos, Mexico. All right, so I'm going to have Donna here read for me my highest commission check, and this is what I made in the month of November.
$3,006.
$3,000 in 1 month for coming out and cooking for people. And if you think about it, you guys really did all the work because you guys did the recipe demo. Maybe you're looking for a job that's flexible, that works around your busy lifestyle, around your kids' schedule, or maybe you're looking for a way to make a little bit of extra money a month. Maybe it's to pay off debt, or maybe it's to save for your kids' college, or maybe it's just for something fun and creative to do. Whatever the reason is, this business is truly for anyone to just give it a try. So what I'm going to do here is pass out my 30-day challenge flyer, and here, I'll pass this out.
Thank you.
You guys can share that
Yes,
one.
thank you.
All right, so basically what this flyer is showing you is how truly no risk this business is for a very small investment for just giving it a try in 30 days. So how many of you have ever walked into Walmart for a toothbrush and ended up spending $80? Or maybe some of you have even spent $159 if you walked in for a toothbrush. Well, the cool thing with Pampered Chef is you actually have 2 investment choices. And if you look here on the flyer, we have a mini kit, which is $80 investment, or the full kit, which is $159 investment. And look at what this investment can give you in return. Over $1,000 in products in cash just by trying it out for 3 to 4 parties in your first 30 days. And you know what? If you try it out and after 30 days you go, well, that was fun, and you want to walk away with a huge product, or you have huge kitchen full of products and cash in your pocket. So this business truly is no risk to give it a try. And if you'd like some more information at the end of the party, I'd be happy to give you some when we're doing your checkout. Well, thanks everybody for coming. I just wanted to share with you the 3 easy ways that you can get these products into your kitchen. The first way would be by, you can either spend money, save money, or make money. So let's talk about spending money first. This is our order form here. And what you want to do is fill out the top portion, the item number, the name of the product, and the price. You don't need to worry about adding it up with the tax and shipping. I brought my laptop along and I'm going to set that up for you. And Pampered Chef has a great campaign that they call Round Up from the Heart. And they ask all of their customers to round up their order to the next nearest dollar. And those extra cents get donated to a local food bank based on the zip code of the host. So we would go to a local food bank based here in this area. And it's a great cause. I usually assume that everybody doesn't mind rounding up your order, but if you don't want to round up your order, just draw a line through there. My preferred method of payment is by credit card. It doesn't cost me anything. It doesn't cost you anything. It just saves me a trip to the bank. So if you'd like to pay by credit card, just fill out this bottom portion here. I also accept cash or checks payable to Julie Matthews. Now your order form is important for 2 reasons. First off, all of our products have at least a 1-year guarantee. If you look at in the catalog, you'll see a little number with a circle around it. That's what the guarantee period is. And so we have, if it's a 1, it's a 1-year guarantee. If it's an L, it's a lifetime guarantee, and everywhere in between. But Pampered Chef does ask you to save your receipt, so I recommend taking this white copy home, folding it in half, and putting it in underneath your silverware drawer. That way it'll be in your kitchen and you'll always know where it is. Now the second reason why this order form is important is it has my contact information on it, including my email, my phone number, and my personal website. So let's say you get home from now a couple months down the road and you find out that Susie's getting married and you think, wow, the magic pot would be a great wedding gift for her, or maybe that knife block and set, or maybe a set of cookware. It's okay. If you don't know anyone who's having a party, you can go onto my website 24 hours a day. Shop online in your pajamas in the middle of the night if you want to. Or maybe if you've tried one of our great rubs or sauces here today and you run out of it, it's okay. You can shop it on my website anytime. All right, so then the second way to get the products into your kitchen would be by saving money. Can anyone tell me the #1 way to save money on Pampered Chef products?
Have a party.
Have a party. Commercial #1. You guys are listening. Good. All right. Definitely hosting a party is a lot of. You're going to get a lot of free products with that. I do have a couple other specials that you can get here today, and I of course told you about the $100 special. Let me remind you of that. You can get a piece of cookware at 40% off, either the 8-inch pan or the 12-inch, and. The other special that we have here today is I talked to you earlier about those cool leak-proof containers. Well, just with a $60 order, you can get one of those for free. And if you spend $100, you actually get to pick from 3 different sizes. So don't forget to check out this flyer, which is in your catalog, for another great way that you can save money here today. And then the last way you could get these products into your kitchen would be by making money, just like I do as a consultant. If you really have a lot of things on your wish list, you might really want to turn to the first page in the catalog and check out all the cool products that come in the new consultant kit. A lot of great products like we used here today, the food chopper, the saute pan, the knife, the garlic press. Just those products alone add up to $159. but you get $580 worth of products. If you are interested in getting the kit here today, it's as easy as ordering your kit. You can order it right in your order form, and then you just set your introductory party up with me where I come out and help you do your first show. So if you want some more information, you can do that at the end of the party. So everybody, thanks for coming. I want you to feel free to either eat first or shop first. When you're done with your order form, you can just place it on a pile in the dining room, and then I'll go through your orders one at a time. So again, thanks everybody for coming. Did you have fun?
Yeah!